Welcome back, everybody, to the Big Moon Arcade. We're at part 5 at the Pac-Man fix, and we're still fixing it. Kind of give you an idea what's going on here. We put the bezel on, as you can see, and you know, some of these you will use a tinted piece of plexi over the monitor, which mainly is there to hide the screen burn. This one has no screen burn, so I've done some looking around. Some of them have it, some of them don't. I bought the plexi for it, and you know, I don't know if I'm going to use it or not. I probably am not, because if I have the plexi on there, of course it dims it, so I have to run the monitor brighter to make it look normal through the plexi, because the plexi is so tinted. Okay, well, that's just more wear and tear on the monitor. When it's like this, I can run it at a less intensity, don't have to, you know, project the image through the tinted plexiglass, and therefore not have the wear and tear on the CRT for having to run harder and brighter to produce the same image. So does that make sense? So that's kind of what I'm thinking. My other one, I went and looked at it, the original one that I have like this at the arcade. It does not have the plexi over the glass, over the monitor either, over the tube. I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at with it. We tore this off. We're getting ready to paint that right now. We have done a bunch of sanding, just about done sanding on the coin door, so we're going to get that painted here. And I also have been doing some cleaning. I want you to see this. Clean, 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 clean. Not clean. Clean. Not clean. See the amazing difference there? Oh, man. It's pronounced. Yeah. So, what we're doing, the old Mr. Clean Magic Eraser right here. And, I'm using this stuff right here. It's a multi-purpose foam cleaner, which includes Pac-Man machines. See, it says deep cleaning for fabric, carpet, and vinyl, but it's multi-purpose, so you can use it on a Pac-Man too, because it says it's multi-purpose, which is good for us, because that's what we're doing. And I'm going to stand back here and kind of give you a little overview of this too. You see, we painted the top, and that's just is what it is. I've got mixed feelings about that, but yeah, we might touch it up a little bit more, but you know, that's not something you generally see. But you can see it's all yellow, and you know, looking at it like this, it really matches fairly well. So that's the trick, trying to match dirty 43-year-old faded paint. It's not easy, people. So that's where we're at. So we're gonna go out here and do us a little painting, and we're gonna get the coin door all dialed in, hooked up. Oh, I forgot to show you this. We got some coin mix for it. I think we're going to use these right here. We're going to clean them up a little bit. These are some original metal coin mix I got out of a salvaged game. Pretty good shape. Just need to be cleaned up just a little bit. I think they're going to work just fine. So we've got 2 of those. And we'll be ready to go. So, yeah. All right. So sit back and enjoy here as part 5 progresses, and it's going to be done here before we know it. Okay, so we hit it with our paint. Got a good, nice, thick coat on there. It's going to look really nice. We're going to let it dry here for a little bit, and we'll get it installed back on the machine, and then we will get the coin door back where it belongs. So we've got the one side here magic erasered, and just wanted to show it to you here real quick. We worked on it for, you know, a little bit, and got a lot of the dirt off of it. So it's looking pretty good. Now there's a couple things you got to keep in mind here when you do this. When you're using the magic eraser, you are removing paint. It's like some very fine sandpaper. Now if you look, I'm going to give you an example here. Look real close. See the little blue spackles here? Those are put on after the fact, and Midway did that. You'll see that on a lot of art from the day, and it's basically just to kind of break up imperfections, and you know, so like when you get a little chip in it like that, it doesn't just stick out, you know, because it's got, you know, all those little dots on it. It's basically the idea. But if you get too aggressive with the magic eraser, look at right up here in the corner. Those dots are the first thing to go. See how there's not any? So you just got to be gentle with it. And it's just the point of diminishing returns. It's tough for me because I'm no artist. But I'm doing the best I can here, people. I really need an artist to do this part of it on my team, but I don't have one, so it's just me. And we've done a little bit on this side. This side's a little different because 90% of the people being left-handed, everybody's hand was right here when they hung onto the machine when they played from the front. So you'll always see these on this side really, really stained. And you can see what happens to the paint. So this is going to be a little different over here. Got to be a lot more tedious, a lot more gentle. We may end up doing some actual paint touch-up over here too. But you know, the reality is, if we clean this stain off, we're going to take the paint with it, or most of the paint. You can already see that it's happened with the colored paint, the red and the blue. You know, it is what it is, and that's what you deal with when you're just trying to find the balance and the fine line to make it look presentable and not make it any worse. So that's where we're at. So this side is a little different than the other side, but it has its own unique set of problems. So we've worked on it a little bit. It needs a little bit more TLC, obviously. I have very short attention span, so we're not going to do that right now. Let's go out here and check out our action in the yard, people. Let's go out here and check this out, because I think this is probably, our paint job, people. Oh, yes. Look at it glisten in glory. That's going to be gorgeous. We even preserved some of the texture, which is awesome. Still see some of it. That's going to look so good on our machine. I'm very excited about that. The coin door and the control panel and the marquee, those are things that you really have to have look nice. And the bezel too. This is an original bezel. I haven't really talked about it. This was not the original bezel on this machine. This was actually off of another machine that I salvaged that was in a flood. Sadly, the machine itself, the cabinet, was beyond help. one side of it was completely rotted away, and it was just, I mean, literally it collapsed under its own weight. But the beauty of it was there was several salvageable parts on that machine, the bezel being one of them. And it's not perfect, but we did some paint work on the back of it, and it's not lit up behind it, so you can't tell. And we also triple thicked it real good and solid so that it wouldn't come apart again. Now, if you look super duper close, you can see where some of this has been glued together from the other side with triple thick. But, you know, without a deliberate search, you're not going to know that. So, beautiful to have an original bezel on the thing, and it is glass. You can get a reproduction one, yeah, that'll look perfect, but I try to keep them as original as I can for as long as I can. And marquee's the same way. Is this marquee a little bit faded? Yeah, it is a little bit faded, people, but you know what, it's the original deal. So again, and it's totally presentable, and I love it. So we're going with it. And when we get that new T-molding on here, we get our new coin door all set up, all beautified, and we get it reinstalled on here. We get our totally rebuilt control panel on here. It is gonna look amazing. So we're gonna have a beautiful game again. So there we go. That's what we've done here today, and we'll just continue along. And next thing I'll show you here, at least the plan, the next thing is going to be the coin door back in place. And I might take a few little snippets of putting it back together too, because that's always fun, because I can remember how to do it. Just kind of a trial and error, like, oh, I've got 3 screws left over, where do these go? Yeah, we'll just find a spot for them and figure out something that works. So there it is. Appreciate you guys coming along, and we're just about there. We'll see you here in a bit. So we have hit the coin door with a coat of paint. And we're gonna let it dry and get it ready to go. It's gonna be sweet. People, I just realized this video was almost 13 minutes long. I talk a lot, apparently. But so we're gonna wrap the part 5 up right now, and we're gonna do a part 6 with all the coin door stuff, because I'm not gonna wrap it all into one video. So we're just gonna do part 5, and appreciate you guys coming along and seeing this. I know it gets a little bit tedious, and sometimes it is a little bit boring. Certain parts of fixing these things, that's fun, and certain parts, you know, you enjoy more than others. The cosmetic stuff for me is not my favorite, especially the woodwork. You know, I like working on the control panels and the wiring and the electronics and the monitors, and that's what I really like to do. But you know, I want it to look good too, so you kind of have to do all this other stuff as well, you know, with the magic eraser and the paint and, you know, all that little tedious things, you know, just to make it look good too, because it's got to work good, but it's got to look decent too. So it's where we're at. And I don't know if you noticed, but I got my Joe's Classic Video Game shirt on because it makes me a better video game repair guy. My good buddy Ron out there in Rock Hill, South Carolina, lionsarcade.com, and Joe's Classic Video Games on YouTube. He's one of my main guys. Good guy, good friend. Check him out if you get a chance. So wherever you are and whoever you are, I appreciate you coming along to the Big Moon and spending some time with us in the shop. Take care of your people, and we'll look forward to seeing you on part 6. I can't hold up 6 fingers, people. This is getting long. Part 6 is coming, and we're almost done. We really are. I can see the end is in sight. This isn't going to take too much longer, and we're going to have it completed. Thanks again, and we'll see you on the next video.